Well, hello everybody. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Stephen the Jupiterian here with a new video for you. And we're going to talk about what's going on between now and our solar eclipse, which will be coming up on the 21st of September. And also, if you'd like to book a reading with me, the link will be in the description box below. I do tarot, astrology, numerology, and actually, I can also create little potion bottles for you. Purchase these little things. This is has sandalwood. This is aquamarine and sea salt, and also lavender in this little vial, which I've created. So I can create one for you if you'd like. And yes, the prices will be in the description box below as well. So let's get to it. What's going on after this lunar eclipse that we just had on the 7th? So let's see. I'm going to pull out this is called the After Tarot deck, which is an interesting one. After Tarot. So let's see. What do we have for the after this eclipse? Lunar eclipse in Pisces that we had on the 7th. Well, how about that? Some of you are moving forward, taking actions in a forward direction. We have the Sphinx here in this card, and he's taking off in maybe traveling, moving new direction. So yes, this is reset in is making us helping us move forward. Maybe some of you were thinking of doing that. Now this card is allowing you to do so. Alrighty, so now I'm going to pull up the chart for the 20th of September. That's a Sunday where we'll have our full moon our new moon solar eclipse, where the moon moves in front of the sun at 12:43 p.m. So you won't see this, it'll be in the daytime. If you're on the in like overseas in Europe, Australia, you will definitely see this solar eclipse at night. And we have Venus here as well. But on the west coast, we have Sagittarius rising, and Saturn, the ruler of Sagittarius, is in the eighth house of research, the occult sciences, the psychiatry, the psyche, yes. Also, other people's money and inheritance, Yeah, there's a whole lot of things. The eighth house meanings for the eighth house, but it's bringing some benefits to you, Sagittarians, especially Sagittarius rising. Well, it could be Sagittarians as well too. Bringing some benefits to you. Although Cancer is in conjunct to this Sagittarius. So, um, it may be you may have to tap into it in um other dimensions. And yeah, actually, and there's a higher calling coming too in this solar eclipse because the sun and the moon will be at 29 degrees. So actually, it's 2904. But if you go to the Sabian symbols and you look up, because actually it's not 29 degrees. Look up in 30 degrees because since you round up because where you don't round down to 28 degrees with there's a 4 minute um 4 minutes when you're 4 minutes into 29th degree of any sign. But in Virgo, we are on a higher calling, and I will share with you this um in this book. And then the following day, we have our um equinox. Yeah, it'll be not spring, not it'll be a fall equinox. So 30th, you're on a higher call to duty here. That's the theme of this eclipse. A higher call to duty. This symbol speaks to responsibility and to the fact that when an individual focuses on things of higher value and minds his own business, he will seldom waste his time and energy on foolish distractions or lose his place in the immortal scheme of things. The image of a false call unheard in attention to immediate service dramatizes the principle of discrimination or the ability to choose wisely. Well, discrimination is a very key word here for Virgo. Discrimination, yeah. It also alludes to the fact that when an individual has found his true calling, he knows where his duty lies and what he needs to do to get where he wants to go. Life and circumstances cooperate with the individual who creates a place for himself in the world. On the positive side, as its highest, at its highest, this symbol represents integrity and self fulfillment through accomplishing a special mission in life. Negative side, inability to separate the wheat from the chaff, or indecision and a complete lack of discretion. So, very interesting indeed. So, this is a time of focus, concentration, discrimination, interest, dedication, devotion, commitment, stewardship, mission, responsibility, duty, competency, and protection. So, yeah, actually, like I made this vial too for protection. It has aquamarine. This is a for Pisces anyway. Yeah, lavender has lavender sea salt. Yeah, and I'm a Pisces. I'm wearing blue for this Pisces energy that I have. This Jupiter, Jupiterian energy. Um, so we have this grand trine. Well, yeah. So if you have from Uranus to Pluto and Mercury now. That's within orb, yeah. So actually the day before this when we have Mercury in Libra. Mars is at the 29th degree. So bring in diplomacy and justice. When you're dealing with taking action on things. Try not to uh, overextend. Mars is almost out of its uh, detriment here. Yeah. Mars in Libra is in detriment. So yeah. So we're almost done with this Mars transit in Libra. If we move this into another day, we're still in the um the eclipse season and for another 6 months. So yeah, hang in there. So the 22nd, we have the sun moves into Libra, and the moon will be in Libra. Well, actually, yeah. Let's move this back hours because the moon moves into Libra first before the sun does on the 21st. Moon in Libra, and then you move this ahead in hours on the 22nd. Well, yeah, about 11 something in the morning. Yeah, so it's about 11:20 a.m. or 2:20 p.m. on the East Coast. Mars will be in Scorpio, which will be great because when Mars makes a trine to Jupiter and the south and the north node and sextiles makes a sextile to the south node. That's going to be quite something. And so yeah, See the outer, we're looking at the outer ring right now. So, um, and Scorpio will be on the rise at this time when the sun is in Libra. And it's also my father's 91st first year around the sun, trip around the sun. He will have his solar return. And Saturn is at 28 degrees. And actually, this sun will be opposing Neptune. So Mercury within orb. It's yeah. It's getting moving away from this, from making it. It's not as strong as it was when Mercury entered Libra. So yeah, actually, in a few weeks' time. So since the 7th, so 2 weeks from the lunar eclipse, we're gonna have a solar eclipse, and then in in January and February of next year, we will be in a new lunar eclipse season when the hold on. Let me move this into months: October, November, December, January, and then February, right? Uh, let's move this to week. When does the nodes move from Pisces and Virgo to Aquarius and Leo? Ah, so, all right. The nodes are still in Pisces and Virgo in June of 2026. And then August, maybe going a little too far ahead. I don't think it's in August. July, the end of July. We have the nodes changing signs when the sun is in Leo. Jupiter will be in Leo. And Saturn is in Aries, yes. And Uranus is back in Gemini. Pluto is still in Aquarius. Saturn is in Aries. So now the nodes are going this way. Yeah. Let's move this week. So yeah, that's a lot's happening. Gonna be changing in the next year. So this is just the call to the action and duty and this new solar eclipse on the 21st, which is new reset button for the upcoming year. 6 months for the next 6 months. And I'm going to just share with you what today. So this is today, Tuesday, September 9th. 999. September is the ninth month on the ninth day, and 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 5 is 9. So 999 is an interesting time of a day. And so, yes, here we are. And this is the chart for right now, where Scorpio rising, ruled by Mars, which is in the 12th house. Kind of interesting that I chose this time to do a video where Mars is in the 12th, which is good. Actually, I'm been doing a lot of things behind the scenes and doing things. This is spiritually and yeah. But actually, if you look at my chart, uh, let's open my chart and put that there and that. The ascendant is in my 12th house. And just went over my natal Jupiter, which I am, and I am very spiritual, very guided by spirit. I have the sun and the North Node in Pisces conjunct, which means that I was born around an eclipse. And I'm having my nodal return as well. This eclipse is very powerful for me. Communicating. This is my career. Astrology, yes. Teaching, I teach. I do readings, and I'm also very creative, artistic, highly emotional. That's me. Yeah. Uh, so the moon is transiting through my fifth house, where I see. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm missing some things, aren't I? Yeah. The I see. Yeah. Okay. So my true Lilith is in Virgo, but true Black Moon Lilith is in Virgo. But if you didn't do a true North of Black Moon Lilith, it would be in Leo. This is Dionysus, the grape. Looks like a vine with grapes on it. Coming close to the MC in Leo, but my MC is here. And Uranus is on the fixed star Spica, which is kind of interesting. and my part of spirit is here too. So that's the astrology for this solar eclipse. I will do a breakdown of all signs another day. But this solar eclipse on the 21st will be Sagittarius rising on the west coast. Let me stop the share. I'm gonna share something else with you. Yeah. Uh, let's see. I want to open. AstroSeek. So yeah, I'm gonna share this with you. AstroSeek. I'm gonna show you. So here's this software. This free software. You can look for full moons or any solar return. The moon, you can find the moon phase that you were born in or under. So, but yeah, we're gonna look at full moons, and we're gonna also look to um eclipses. So yeah, here we go. You click that, and you have. I don't want to share that. Alrighty, let's see. Hold on. I need to check this out. Moon. Yeah. Okay. Solar eclipses. All right. Here we are. I'm going to share that with you now. So here you go. On March 14th, 2025, we had a total lunar eclipse. March 29th. This was the beginning of this whole, all this. So yeah. And then we had on September, August, September 7th, and then the 21st, we're having a partial solar eclipse on the 21st at 1943 minutes. That would be 7:43 p.m. on this is a universal time. Or GMT time. You can change the location to find your time zone for when this is so partial solar eclipse will be occurring. And we can look at the chart, open the eclipse chart for this time. universal time. And we will have, well, Aries rising. The air well had 28 degrees. So this is the first house instead of Taurus. If you're going full sign houses, Aries would be the first, not the 12th. Since 28 degree, we're at 28 degrees here. Taurus would be the second, Gemini third, and so on. Cancer the fourth, and so on. Until you get to Pisces, which is the 12th sign. It's Aries rising because it's 28 degrees. And we're doing whole sign here, but you can also do this in Placidus, which this is in, or you can change the sign, change this to whole sign, and then redraw. So there you have it. This is Aries rising. We have this. So here you go. Yeah. And then we have a kite formation for this, a boomerang. Because between Saturn and the moon and the sun, we have a boomerang yod as well. A call to action, a call to duty. So, quite something here, isn't it? I like this a lot. So, here's a kite. And then we have a yod. Because Mars is making a sextile to the sun. Well, not even. That's like 30 degrees. So. Yes, 30 degrees is from there. And Venus is in Virgo, in detriment, in fall, actually. Venus is in fall in Virgo. So we have a fall in Venus, a detriment Mars. So yeah. And Jupiter is exalted in Cancer, which is the blessing here that Jupiter is exalted here in in Cancer. Anything else? Mercury is in an air sign. Mercury likes to be in an air sign because it is ruled by Gemini and Virgo. Mercury likes to be in Virgo right now. So communications are key, and actually you be more speaking intellectually with significant others. So this is possible as well. I like this energy for this solar eclipse. We're going to be called to do something, called to action, called to be discerning, discriminatory. And that's all I have for you, everybody. So, I'm Stephen the Jupiterian. Thanks for watching, everybody. And take it easy. Enjoy this rest of this eclipse season. And yeah, this is like the tipping point or the pinnacle of this year. So use it wisely and have a good one. I'm Stephen the Jupiterian. Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new to my channel. Post a comment and share the video. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.